Coming up on today's show, we got some soccer and baseball bets for you Thursday. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. The Thursday edition here of Winning Bets. We're giving out free sports picks every single day. Should be a fun time on today's show. We got a lot to cover. Let's go ahead first and make sure we recap yesterday. As you guys can see right there, we went 4-4 yesterday, and we were down just a little bit, unfortunate. Down 0.68 units, but still positive on the week, because we've had a fantastic Monday and a fantastic Tuesday, plus 4.29 units on the week. How it all went down yesterday, well, soccer was not kind to us for the first time in a good while. Chelsea was unable to win. They just didn't win that game. Under 2.5 hit, so probably just should have stuck to the bread and butter bet of under 2.5, but I was scared of Arsenal getting a goal. And they, of course, did get that goal because Arsenal won that game. And based on if I thought Chelsea was going to win, then I thought the money line bet was obviously the right one, but maybe should have just stuck with the old good bread and butter under 2.5. So that was unfortunate there. Then Atalanta, they went ahead and took care of business 2-0, but they didn't go over on their shots on target. And they also didn't go over on their shots. They only had 14 shots, and 4 of those were on target, which is really unfortunate. I mean, I gave you guys the information yesterday about how they had cashed 3 of their last 4 games. The reverse fixture was easy cash, and they were getting shots in the 20s. I mean, every single one of those games, their shots on target were generally low teens, so they didn't come anywhere close to, doing what their average was recently. They won that game 2-0. Still, what we talked about yesterday, the money line was too high. You couldn't even done the Asian handicap of minus 1.5, so I'm still glad that I made those 2 bets. Just unfortunate that Atalanta, for whatever reason, even getting 68% of the possession, they dominated the game. They just weren't pulling the trigger as they had in previous games, which was definitely unlucky. But we were much better in baseball. We started off our day with that Reds money line. Reds took care of business, so that was really a good series to us. Obviously, we played that bet in 2 of the 3 games against the Pirates, and we got a nice 2-0 sweep with those Reds against the Pirates, so that one felt good. We also hit our no-run the first inning parlay, our half-inning parlays that we did. We got the Orioles, Tigers, and Pirates. All were unable to score there in that first inning, so that was a nice one. We missed, though, on that Twins-White Sox parlay. Nelson Cruz had a home run the top of the first. He was the bat that you're always got to worry about there for the Twins. But then the White Sox also scored in the bottom of the first, so we were sunk in that bet either way. But then we came right back with 2 money line bets. We got the White Sox on that money line, and then we also got the Blue Jays on the money line there. So that rounded out a 4-4 day at a game with just a little bit of lost profit there. If you're wondering, didn't he give out on the show a no-run the first inning parlay using those 3 teams, the Orioles, the Tigers, and the Pirates? And didn't he also add the Mariners and the Tampa Bay Rays to that? You are correct. I did that. You guys remember I told you I was going to use the free bet. So that hit. The Rays were unable to score, and also the Mariners were unable to score. So if you went on yesterday's show advice and took that 5-team parlay, you got a cash. Unfortunately for me, I added a 6-team to that, which was the Marlins, because the reason I didn't give it out on the show is because the Diamondbacks hadn't had announced a starter yet. Then they did by the time I was done doing the editing. It was Zach Gallen. So when I made the bet, I threw in the Marlins because we know Gallen. We've backed Gallen before. He's by far their ace. He's a great pitcher. We almost got a money line underdog cash with him last week. It was no fault of his. He was 4-1 in the 7th inning, and then the Diamondbacks bullpen just had a meltdown, and that's how we lost that bet. We didn't lose it because of Zach Gallen. Zach Gallen is a dominant pitcher. So yeah, it was a no-brainer to add the Marlins. So after he was announced the starter, then like 5 hours later, they put him on the DL and they put in some slappy to start the game, and the Marlins promptly hit a 2-run home run at the top of the first. So really, really, pissed, to be quite honest, because the 5-legged parlay hit. That would have paid 2.92 units. Obviously, would have been a pretty good profitable day. Then would have been up over 2 units. So just unfortunate. I'm still happy that I added the Marlins. That's just what you get if you're going to be a sports bettor. That's what's going to happen. Guys are going to, be late scratches, late, injuries. That can just happen. So that's just unfortunate that it happened to me in that spot. But yeah, that was just really unfortunate. Hopefully you guys took that 5-teamer parlay and you were able to put that profit in your pocket. All right, let's move it over now to the Fox Bet Super 6 app. We won, guys. We finally hit a jackpot. So many people ask me all the time when I upload these videos or these free contests, have you won? Have you won? Have you won? Yes, I've won. I've won 3 times on the NBC Sports Predictor app. Never the jackpot. Always splitting the guaranteed prize, but I've won 3 times on the NBC Sports Predictor app. I've won once in the Premier League and twice on the NFL Sunday Night Challenge that they do. But we finally hit a jackpot. We finally hit a jackpot. And it was on Fox Bet Super 6, which is by far the harder of the two apps. It requires way more luck than skill. But if you guys were following me on Twitter, I was able to tweet all 6 of these answers before the game locked. So I know several of you already hit me up on Twitter saying that obviously you were following my tweets and you made the same entry as I did. But we won, guys. We were with 279 people. I can't control the other people. I mean, some of those are us, which makes me feel good that I won and also you guys won. And then we took home $17.92, so over a unit. It took home over a unit. Once I can cash that sucker out, I'm definitely depositing that up into one of those 3 sports books that I use. I'm adding a unit plus to my bankroll. We did it, guys. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself that you guys finally hit a jackpot. How awesome is that? Been playing those games for, I don't know, whenever they started. Obviously never hit a jackpot. It felt damn good yesterday to hit that jackpot, and it felt damn good to know that you guys hit that jackpot with me. So congratulations right there. All right, as I just mentioned, we lost 0.68 units yesterday on the day, but we have already gotten it all back thanks to our friends over at OddsJam, because I sent out a tweet last night that they were given, what they do is they find you free, risk-free arbitrage opportunities. They found us this opportunity here yesterday in tennis. It was an early tennis match, and Opelka, I believe is how you pronounce this guy's name. He's already been the winner. He didn't even need the 4.5 games that he was given because he just straight up beat this guy 2 sets to love. So there we won 0.78 units. So we're already recouped all of our losses from yesterday. I know a couple of you guys already tailed this pick because you guys hit me up on Twitter as well. So again, guys, congratulations. If you haven't gotten on OddsJam yet, guys, you can still check them out. They're doing a free trial. So I understand. I think their monthly subscription is now up to $70-some, I believe last I called. If that's too much for you, I get it. At least do the free trial. I think it's a 5-day free trial. So just try them out for 5 days. Even if you have no intentions of doing the monthly subscription, you're going to fall in love with them. I mean, it's literally free money. I mean, look at that tweet. You cannot lose. You cannot lose. You're winning money either way. But at least do the free trial, guys. You'll at least get 5 days worth of free money. So, and again, if you do that, the referral code, I would just ask that you use my referral code, obviously. That would be mighty awesome of you. And that is, of course, in this video description. If you at least want to check out the free trial and for 5 days, put some money in your pocket. All right, before I go give you guys the bets, one more thing to just announce. We're 11 subscribers away from the next free giveaway. Told you guys we do a free giveaway at 1,900. We're 11 away. 11 away. So help me out. I'm obviously trying as fast as I can to get these, more 11 people. So, therefore we can do this free giveaway. But we're close. We're almost there. And then we're doing a big one, a monster one when we get to 2,000. And just remember, I gave away $1,000 when we hit 1,000 subscribers. We get to 2,000. I haven't quite thought of the idea yet, but it's going to be big. But we're only 11 away from 1,900 where we'll do the next free giveaway. All right, let's jump on into some bets now. Let's start off with soccer. We got Manchester United going up against Liverpool. The biggest football game in English football every single season is United versus Liverpool. If you guys do play along on that NBC Sports Predictor app, you guys recall last week's episode that United was on there against Aston Villa, and I predicted to a T. And you guys, if you don't play those contests, I would encourage you still to watch those videos because obviously I take those games extremely serious. So you can use that information obviously to make real bets. I mean, I'm just not guessing at entries there. It's all justified in the video, but time, research, all goes into it. So yeah, even if you're not playing those games, I would still check them out for maybe taking my entries and converting them into real bets. But that being said, on last week's episode there on the Premier League Predictum challenge there, I predicted that you would get Manchester United's A lineup against Aston Villa. You'd get their B lineup against Leicester, and I predicted you'll get their A lineup against Liverpool. That's exactly what happened against Villa. That's exactly what happened against Leicester. You will get Manchester United's A lineup today against Liverpool 100%, except for Harry Maguire. He's out. He's probably not even going to play in the Europa League final. Well, other than Harry Maguire, and you'll get Bailly in for him. They won't do Twanzebe. They'll do the more experienced. They're going to do Bailly and him. But otherwise, you're getting the A lineup. Manchester United's A lineup is better than Liverpool by far. I mean, the way Liverpool's been playing this season, Manchester United's lineup should beat Liverpool all day long, but they certainly shouldn't lose. And because the A lineup shouldn't lose, I'll do United draw no bet. So give me United draw no bet. It's at plus money. It's at plus 114 over at FanDuel. I love that. They could obviously draw against Liverpool. I mean, it's two big rivals. You never know. Liverpool's going to bring their game. They're obviously still hunting for European football. Manchester United want to stay. This A lineup wants to stay in top-notch form for that Europa League final. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, though, is really he's really really hampered on the fact that they want to finish second, and they don't have second sewn up yet. So yeah, you're going to get the A lineup. A lineup should be able to beat Liverpool. At worst, they draw. So give me United on that draw, no bet at plus 114 over at FanDuel. All right, let's flip it over now to baseball now, where we've got 3 baseball bets. We're going to do a NRFI, and of course, the NRFI's no run in the first inning. We're going to do Cardinals versus Brewers at minus 136 over at PointsBet. We get a dream scenario. You get ace versus ace, a dream scenario. For the ace for the Cardinals, you get Flaherty. He's been great this season. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 run, and 8 Ks so far in the first inning alone. So just been a really good pitcher. How about the Brewers? Guess who's back, baby? Guess who's back for the Brewers, baby? Our boy Corbin Burns. That's right. You guys remember him? It's been a while because he's been on the DL. But before he went on DL, he was doing nothing but cash in bets for us. He is back. In his first inning, he's gone 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 0 walks, 0 runs, and 7 Ks. I'm not too worried with him coming off an injury because these guys, obviously, they go down in the minor league system and, they obviously ramp up before they come back to the major league. So if Corbin Burns is who Corbin Burns is, we expect him to be who Corbin Burns is. That's why they're activating him off, the injury list. He's going to be Corbin Burns. So absolutely love it. We get a dream scenario of ace versus ace. Offenses really aren't all that great. They rank 18th and 28th in the major leagues in batting average. So 2 of the bottom half worst of the league's offenses. One of them damn near almost the bottom there, ranking 28th. And again, ace versus ace. This is a dream scenario for NRFI bettors. So give me that NRFI at minus 136 over at PointsBet. All right, the next one we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to do this Marlins versus Diamondbacks game. We're going to do Marlins F5 run line at plus 115 over PointsBet. So depending on how your book, scores it, we're basically doing a 3-way money line. We want to do the draw option. Obviously, if a draw happens, we'll lose our bet. But so whatever your book calls it, mine is obviously dash 0.5 point spread. Some call it a 3-way money line. Whatever it is, I'm taking Marlins on that F5 run line at plus 115. This one, you really just focus obviously on the starters. We remove the bullpen scenarios when you do F5 games. You get Kelly versus Rogers. Kelly for the Diamondbacks, 5.4 ERA, 1.46 whip, 282 opponent's batting average, and a K per 9 of only 7. If the name Kelly sounds familiar to you, he should, because we faded him twice this season, and it's been successful to us. We faded him when he was going up against the Rockies and when he was going up against the Reds earlier this season and got cashes of both those games. So we're going right back to it of fading our guy Kelly now for the 3rd time. For the Marlins, they've got Rogers on the mound. This is arguably their ace, a 1.89 ERA, a 1.08 whip, an opponent's batting average of 197, and a K per 9 of 11.8. So obviously you're getting by far the better starter. While the Diamondbacks may have the better offense, we know the offenses are only as good or as bad as the opposing pitcher, and you get the ace for the Marlins against a slappy for the Diamondbacks. Give me that Marlins F5 run line at plus 115 over PointsBet all day long. All right, and then the last bet we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to do a Moneyline Parlay. I'm taking Giants, Astros at plus 153 over PointsBet. The Giants are going up against the Pirates, and the Rangers are going up against the Astros. These 2 games have the exact same formula in terms of why I back them. In both of these games, you're getting the better offense in the Astros and the Giants. You're getting the better starter in the Astros and Giants. And these bullpens are about even. So bullpens are a wash to even. So, yeah, give me the better offense. Give me the better starter all day long. And I'll go ahead and drop those in a Moneyline Parlay at plus 153 over at PointsBet. All right, one more thing to do for you guys before we get you out of here. Let's go ahead and do the $10,000 contest over on the Fox Bet Super 6 app. Just go ahead and do the quiz show. Question 2 is which horse is going to finish better? I just went with the odds on this one. I'm going to go with Concert Tour. Again, he's got of these horses, he's got the best odds to win. And then an interesting note is his trainer is actually that Bob, Pafford, or I'm not sure how to pronounce this guy's name. I don't watch these TV shows that maybe other people do, so I don't really know. I don't watch TV, so I don't know who Bob Pafford is in terms of how to pronounce his name. But this is the trainer who is going to have a lot to prove. He's already one of the best trainers probably in all of horse racing. He's got, I think, the most Kentucky Derby wins now that he won this one a couple weeks back. But his horse there at the Kentucky Derby has now been disqualified for using steroids. So he's going to be motivated because he thinks he was done wrong. I didn't cheat. I mean, come on. Probably knowingly cheated, but he's trying to, paint that picture that he didn't cheat. So maybe Concert Tour's got some steroids up in it. Maybe it's also got some steroids, and it's going to beat out all these horses because it's also going to cheat. And then maybe he doesn't win, so he doesn't get disqualified from the race, but maybe he beats all these other horses. So yeah, give me this horse that may have some steroids, also has the best odds, but also has got the far and away the better trainer. So Concert Tour all day long for me. And then question 6 is which game's going to have the most home runs there on Saturday? I'll go ahead and go with the Reds versus the Rockies. For one, the game's in Colorado, so that's obviously a huge factor, plus there going on for us. These two teams, in terms of bullpens, allow more home runs than the other games here that you get to pick from. The Reds rank 3rd in home runs, so we like that. One of the teams is really good. And the Rockies starter ranks in the top 25 in home runs allowed so far in the season. So, yeah, of these games, without knowing how bullpens will shake out and assuming that these are the starters, projected starters will be the starters come Saturday, I'll go ahead and take that Reds-Rockies game right there to have the most home runs on Saturday. All right, guys, that's how we're going to do it today. Let's kick it off with a good Manchester United performance. Let's get the 3 points. Let's get some money in our pocket, and then we'll roll in with these 3 baseball games. Don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know that you're going to tail these picks with me, and we'll see you back here on Friday's show where we'll count up the profit, and we'll do it all over again. You guys have a great Thursday. See ya. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.